Hey Top Percenters, Razor Joey here with a quick talk about the upcoming set in Japan and what it could mean for TCG. Now, for those who haven't heard the news yet, the next Japanese set has been announced as the X Battle Boost, a reprint set for the Black-White series. Think along the lines of our Call of Legends back at the end of our Heart Gold Soul Silver block. Now, what do I think of a reprint set? I think it's bad. I remember the Call of Legends set being highly uneventful and, to be blunt, it was a boring set, mostly due to the fact that there was nothing new and competitive being brought forward into the format. That being said, depending on what's reprinted, it could make certain cards easier to obtain for newer or younger players. But there is one prospect about Japan's July set being a reprint set that's got me kind of excited. This was noted by Water Pokemon Master when he posted the news up on the Pokebeach, and it really got me thinking, what if this set is a pause set for the Japanese sets, but not for the US or the UK sets? The next set after July tends to be released in late October to early November, and this October we get the global release of Pokemon X and Y on the 3DS. Now, the Japanese sets tend to be released in conjunction with games and movies, meaning that their first XY set would most likely be the set after next. Now, where am I going with this? Well, our July set is Megalo Canon, meaning that the new Japanese set would be released in late October, when Japan gets the first XY set. To put things simply, if we skip the reprint set, then the first XY set can be released globally, which would be a world first for any card game, as Cardfight Vanguard is still trying to catch up with itself. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is just me throwing that idea out there. There's nothing to say that we are definitely getting a global release scheme for the card game so far, but the fact that we're heading into the XY era and that the numbers seem to fit says to me that it wouldn't be too far-fetched to assume this is a possibility. But now we get to the really interesting part. What would a global release scheme do for the game? Well, firstly, I think it could help with the recent problem of decks costing the same as the standard mortgage payment. Right now, we have a huge helping hand when it comes to deck construction, mostly because we have 6 months to learn a set and see how that set is affecting Japan, meaning we know what to buy before the set is even being teased over here. This in turn leads to people pre-ordering as soon as possible and not worrying about the card being a wasted investment, because they know what cards are being released around it and whether it will get the support it would need to be good. Currently, people are willing to spend $360 on 6 cards to build the next big deck. But would people really spend that much on cards if they didn't know for a fact that there could be something in the same set that makes those cards worthless? I'd like to think that people wouldn't invest that much blindly. And right now those investments aren't blind. We know the next set and the set after. On a global scheme, we no longer have that foreknowledge, and with the card prices being kept down on initial release, it can be used to benefit both players and the Pokemon Company. The lower price means that more people can afford to buy the key cards. The more that are bought as singles, the more boxes that have to be bought to stock those key cards. So, players get the cards, and Pokemon gets profit. The only downside is the fact that the secondary market will have a slimmer profit margin. And I know for a fact that every online retailer ever is going to hate me for preferring that. But my personal stance on sales is it's better to sell more at a lower margin than it is to sell less at a high margin. And at a lower price, a lot more cards will sell. But enough rambling about money. Let's talk about what really matters. Community, and how this could lead to some great community opportunities. The day sets drop, I could see people gathering together and heading online and working out the best cards and best combos in an attempt to get an edge on the rest of the competitive world. In fact, I can see sets having release parties already, and they should make for a fun get-together. A final point I'd like to make in favour of global releases is the versatility it can offer to the game. As we don't already have established lists when the sets hit, the initial lists presented in tournaments should have a greater degree of variation than lists currently showing up at tournaments. And the consolidation will only seem to occur towards the end of a tournament set, when new sets will be due for release, and will start the variation race again. Well, that's all for this mini-sode. What are your thoughts about the potential for global release? Do you think it will happen or not? Do you think it's a good idea or not? Let me know below, and let's see if we can draw up some conversation. Until next time, I'm Razor Joey. You guys are the top percent. Peace out.